And I am double checking that the stream is on and we're gotten audio and all that. Doop de doop doop. Oh, I'm not hearing audio. Doop doop. Oh, I'm not hearing audio. Doop doop. Oh yeah, it's coming in my other speakers because I'm a doofus. Viewers on Twitch, and I know there's a couple of you. Let me know if our audio sucks. Okay. All right. Who's ready to die? I hope it's you two. Yep. All right. We join this evening with a limited cast. We have just Zakar and Pemberley this evening. But why just Zakar and Pemberley, you wonder? Well, stay tuned. Narration begins hence. Pemberley. Much to your dismay, you are not in the Feywild. You are in the air. And then you're on the floor. You take 2 falling damage. More on that in a moment. Zakar. You're not sure how to dodge a blast wave, but you'll be damned if you're not going to try. You and Brando are hunkered down in your private wine stash when the wave hits. And suddenly Brando is gone. And the hardwood floors of your wine cellar grow soft under your feet until you realize that you are standing on soil and rock. Still under the dark, ruddy sky that Alabar has created by eclipsing the sun. And then, for whatever reason, you suddenly feel very ill. Like something was taken from you at a spiritual level. You had gotten used to it, so maybe you didn't realize it was there at all, but you definitely notice now that it's gone. No longer do you feel the cool touch of death that drives you. Because when her black wings no longer beat, they become a burden on your soul. For the time being, Halo of Light will be unavailable to you. Once you get your bearings, Zakar, you notice that there is a structure in front of you. Stone stairs going up to a small stone building. The rocky platform that you're on is separated from the cliffs behind you by a small sandbar about 30 feet below you, and across that gap about 50 feet away is another staircase that disappears into a rocky cliff face. And in the opposite direction, just ocean. That's all you can see. Now, Pemberley, I mean, do you want to say something, Zakar? Go ahead. Okay. Pemberley, you are in a dimly lit cavern. And although it seems to be carved out of rough natural stone, it is clearly man-made. There's 8 massive stone pillars that are holding up the ceiling, which is probably 80 feet up or so. You'd have to guess. It's pretty dark up there. The pillars are linked by these grand buttresses that create a sort of arched walkway. The stonework is very old and dusty and in a bit of disrepair. But there is some natural light coming from the back corner of the cavern. But there's a more obvious exit by following the archways to the cave entrance on the north wall, which is very visible to you. And I will allow either of you to speak up here if you have a thought. Mm-hmm. Sure. Should we roll initiative? That seems appropriate. Yeah. No, I get it. That is apparently a 22 for Pemberley. And 19 for Scar. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. 1 second. I have just been I've just been notified that Twitch can't hear you guys at all. Um, which is a weird thing to happen. Is it because of... I don't know what it's from. Stand by, Twitch. I can fix it. I think I know what the problem is. Okay, mic check. Taylor, Allie, anybody?
Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Okay, that looks better.
I am
Yep,
uh,
I'm getting levels.
I'm Baron Zakar, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
All right, right on. Yep, I'm getting thumbs up in all
Okay.
chats known to man. All right. Sorry, as you were saying, Pemberley.
Pemberley is heading towards the most obvious exit, albeit very gingerly, checking for uh, traps along the way and leaving behind a very colorful string of expletives.
Okay, excellent. Zakar, I'm going to give you a beat.
Okay. I have two small beats.
Mhm.
First and foremost, uh, given Zakar's general history of venturing across the continents, uh, does this look familiar?
The place where you are currently?
Correct. Does
Well,
this?
let me see. Let's make a let you make a perception check. Or yeah.
Okay. Uh, oops. Page. Wrong page. Okay. There we go. Now we're working. 23.
Okay. You definitely have never been here before. But there is I will say um the building that you're looking at, there are things about its architecture and some really vague iconography that you can see on it that would lead you to believe that this is related. You would say this is DACA construction or DACA adjacent. If you had to take a
Okay.
guess as to like what this is doing here in the first place.
Okay. Got it. Haven't been here at DACA construction.
And I
Second.
guess uh and I guess I'll add, since you rolled a really good perception check. You do hear a string of expletives coming from the uh the cavern that I mentioned that is on the cliffside.
Okay. Fantastic. Next order of business is Zakar wants to check himself over and take inventory in a pretty literal sense of what in the hell do I have on me right
Okay.
now.
I would say anything that you were carrying at the moment, you would still be carrying.
Okay. Okay. So all items, bag of holding, things in the bag of holding, etc., accounted for.
Yeah, yeah, all of that
Okay.
is accounted for. Um, and I think it is at that moment as you're like rifling through your pockets and patting yourself down, that quite suddenly there's several flashes that happen right around you, just like, and before you know it, you are surrounded by 5 illithids. Stand by.
Motherfuck.
They communicate in a way that I mean, obviously they communicate telepathically, but more to the point, um, they say something in such a way that like it's almost like they have to speak loudly to be heard by whatever it is that they want to be heard by, and that means that you are also privy to what they say.
The Ashen Squire has been located. He is to be killed on sight. There will be no moment. There will be no metamorphosis.
And I would ask you to roll initiative, but we already did that.
Yep, that's fine. That is fine.
To put everybody in combat state, we're gonna move camera closer. What is this status effect? Exhaustion and total covered.
Ooh.
Pemberley, do you remember why you have exhaustion?
I
Because this guy doesn't.
know. Oh, fourth level exhaustion or oh no, that was me messing around with the. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn off total cover also because I'm pretty sure you don't have that.
No.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna roll initiative for a couple of mooks. Let's see. Let's see here. I gotta go back and all right. Pemberley got a 22 on initiative, and Zakar got a 19 on it. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Oh. All right. Boop. Normal. Could have done this ahead of time. Okay. All right, that would put Pemberley in initiative. I bet you're wondering what the situation is. Maybe I should do this. All right. There you are, Pemberley. You're over here. And it is your turn.
I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna move. Oh, okay.
You got the game paused, bro.
Oh, sorry.
It's gonna move. Are each of the squares 5 feet?
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'm going to stop you because right about there, take note of how much movement you just did.
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. You run into something very invisible but very solid. And a second after that happens, you hear a voice from further in the cavern behind you go, "Oh, no, darling. You don't want to go out there. It's far too dangerous."
Excuse me, who the fuck are you, and who are you, and what gives you the idea that that you can tell me what to do?
So a couple of basically like a couple of buttresses behind you, way up high. There's a humanoid figure looking down at you with glowing eyes. And sorry, where was I? Sorry, lost my place for a second. Yeah, you see this figure, and after you say that, you see her open up a parasol and then just jump off the buttress and just land safely on the stone floor. You see this appears to be a woman. She's got a full head of wild curly hair and a patchwork dress. And when she hits the ground, she says, "Oh, yes, introductions. I am Greta, the thimble, the one who protects you from yourself."
Uh,
And this, just for posterity, this is the person you're looking at. She extracts a foot from a shoe, and it turns out to not be a foot. It's another hand. And then another hand comes out from under her dress, carrying various implements.
okay,
And you still got a
look,
turn.
Look, I kind of need to get my bearings here. I have absolutely no idea what's going. And she misty steps.
Further out of the cavern?
Yeah, further out of the cavern.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just double check if that's possible. Okay.
I mean, she could have magic bullshit. I'm totally good with
Yeah, no,
doing
no,
things.
it's that's perfectly fine. Let me just let me just figure out what I'm working with here. All right, yeah, I think she's gonna I think she's gonna counterspell you. um, what's your spell level on Misty
Oh,
Steps? Like
two.
the 2, yeah. Yep, yeah,
Just
she's gonna
slams into the.
spend a counterspell.
She Pepperly slams into the barrier.
Yeah, you're just like, well, I'm gonna. She's like, oh no, 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 no leaving. I think you have your own problems to worry about.
You said you were gonna protect me from my problems. What the Where the fuck am I?
Do you have more? Do you have more turn, Beverly?
Uh, she is. Okay, she's good. She's going to cast minor illusion
Okay,
over herself.
as a cantrip,
Yeah,
big plays.
and
Okay,
just as a preparation to go invisible and GTFO.
okay. What's the illusion of?
It's herself.
Okay,
This is-
you're just making a version of yourself on yourself.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Holy cow! All right. Let me think on that for a second. I feel like I need to have you make a deception check. But I'll let you substitute Arcana if you're better at it.
22.
A 22. All right. Greta's got to roll a dice here. All right. Greta got a 15. Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's my turn. Yeah.
Alrighty. The car. You are up, and you are in a target-rich environment.
Yep. Oh, Chris. Also, I don't know if you understand. If you noticed, Anne mentioned that the Illithid voice was hard to understand.
Yeah, I did. I did hear that.
Okay.
Which is usually the case. I usually fucking overdo it.
I mean, that's.
Here's my
fine.
question.
Why is
Did you understand what I said?
Yes, I did.
All right, good.
On that subject, why is there a thing on me?
I think that's just an initiative tracker. It's just
Oh.
pointing to whose turn it is.
Okay, fair enough.
It's new to me, but there it is.
No, that's fine. On that subject, I do not have control of my token.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Uh,
Unless I'm just. Yeah, no, I'm on the right tool, so I'm not dicking anything up at the moment.
you are marked as the owner of this.
No, okay, no,
Okay.
no, all right, we're fine.
You
Here.
got it.
That's fine. But okay, Illithids very clearly declaring the kill order on Zakar.
Mm-hmm.
Zakar reaches into his bag of holding, pulls out the very familiar epic Spark von Fuck stick, and says, "That's smart," and lays into the guy to his right.
All right. I believe its official name is Thunder Striking Wizard Thrasher, all caps.
Oh shit! I think that's the macro that got deleted.
It's still on your character sheet.
It's just still on
Yeah.
my character sheet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Thunder Striking Wizard Thrasher. Okay. Anyway. Okay. And that's a 28 to hit.
Sorry, which one?
This guy.
Roger that. All right, 15 AC. You nailed it.
Okay. Oops. That's another 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And flurry of blows goes to 19.
Okay. That's 3 hits.
And 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
That's 4 hits.
Hits is yep. Survey says this guy takes. Wait, hold on. Math. Illithid number 1 gets 42 damage. Let's see. Where's my note? That's my turn.
Oh, nobody can hear. Okay. Check.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Voice mod just died on me, as it is wont to do.
Like it does.
Yep. Okay. We're back in the room. All right. That is your turn, I assume.
Yep.
Alrighty. They are going to swarm upon you. One of them is going to lash out at you with its tentacles. I'm guessing a 12 isn't going to hit.
Correct.
Yep. And really, all these guys are just in a line on initiative, so we're just gonna go do the same shit a couple more times. That is a 16 and a 17.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. 3 of them gang up on you. I get. No, I guess I got 2 more. Let's see if any of them roll well. This is gonna do that thing that happened last time, where it's like nobody can roll in the double digits. All right, 18 is the highest I got.
Nada.
All right. They all lash out at you with their tentacly faces, but to no avail. All right. Greta is, let's see. Yeah, I think she's just going to close the gap. Yeah, she's going to run straight up to you and lash out with her her many sharp implements, Pemberley. She rolls an 8 and a 14 respectively.
On
Looks like
gosh.
14 hits.
Yeah, 14 hits, but I'm going to use Illusory Self.
Mhm.
Once per short rest, you can create an illusory duplicate of yourself. When the creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to interpose a duplicate between the attacker and yourself.
Okay, cool. So this weird double that you just made of yourself, you just go whoop, and she stabs at it instead, and she's like, "What? Oh, that's very clever." But that is her turn, and we're back at the top, Pemberley.
Um, she is going to go invisible
Mm-hmm.
and then use her bonus action for nimble. What do you call it? Nimble escape to disengage
Okay.
and then head over this way so that she can have a little bit of a view of the outside.
Okay. And you're leaving behind an illusory duplicate.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just pretend that's there because I don't have a token ready for that. I guess we'll
Or no,
pull
we,
in we'll
oh
pull in a second, Pemberley. There we go. This
wait,
is
the illusory dissipated. Yeah.
Oh, it did. Okay. So
I just went,
bloop. Okay. Excellent.
poof.
And that is all.
Yeah.
All right. We are already back at Zakar. That's you, Taylor. You're muted.
I am trying not to blow out Twitch chat with my coughing.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay. Well, since the gentleman that I assaulted most recently has not learned his lesson,
Mm-hmm.
23.
Yep. AC 15.
Yeah, I know, but I still have to tell that to you.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Yep. The damage on that fucking staff.
1d8.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage for those.
Yeah. 8 plus 14. 26 damage.
Nice. Yeah, he's very badly beaten.
Yeah. And then with my remaining bonus action, we get a patient defense.
Okay. Sounds good. And that is your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. We are going to... alright. Let me just check. Your AC is 19. No.
No.
No?
No. Not sure how you got that one.
It's on your sheet, but I'll admit your sheet is
Oh, well,
probably-
yeah, that's because the sheet isn't going to calculate the bracers of defense,
Oh, okay, so we have...
which is a +2 to AC, so my
Mhm.
AC is 21. Also, they have disadvantage because of patient defense.
So you're up to 21, yes?
Yeah, 21.
Okay, I'm just gonna say you got a flat 21, and that's the
Yeah,
end of that
that's how I did it before.
discussion. Oh, that didn't do anything. Why you know work? 8. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to remember it since
Don't worry, I
Yeah.
won't let you forget.
it just makes it easier for me to do math. Okay, that's a 26. And
Okay.
And that's a 25. Okay, so I'm going to calculate damage for a couple of them. First one is going to do 11 damage
Okay.
Second one's gonna do 18 damage. And that was
Well, I guess they were. They are allowed to get lucky.
it happens.
So that was 11 and 18.
Yes.
Okay.
And 1 second. Oh gosh. Figuring out how to undo actions I've done already. Okay, I need you to make a... The target is medium, smaller... Oh, you're just grappled. That's all there is to it. Yep, you're grappled.
Oh, okay. Which one?
I will... the one in the northeast from you, currently. I will also put a...
This guy. Okay.
Yeah, let me
got
put a
it.
marker of some kind on him. Doesn't matter. We'll use this one.
Oh, okay.
It says surprise, but he's not surprised at all.
Nope.
The other two are just going to continue wailing. Let's see what we do here. It's an 18 and a 10. Okay, so that is all of them. Greta is going to... Yep, Greta's just going to keep coming at you with her scissors. That is a 15 to hit Pemberley.
Yeah, that hits.
And a 9.
First one hits.
Okay. First attack did 14 slashing damage. And that is Greta's turn. All right, Pemberley.
Okay, fuckface, you're not making any sense. And you know what? Just F you in particular, and she just casts fireball.
Okay. Presumably in a spot where it would catch her around the edge and not yourself.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So that's a dex save for her.
Dex 18, yeah.
As soon as I figure out how to do that. Here we go. Dex save. Okay, she got a 20 on her dex save.
Okay, this will be oh. Let me 30 half to 15 less resistance. And I think oh, and I'm going to do Fury of the Small. Once per short rest, you can deal 15 extra damage to a creature with a size larger than yours. And then as bonus action, disengage. And that's my turn.
Oh shit, my mic's muted.
Oh no.
Sorry, Pemberley. Did you catch that I mentioned Greta failed a concentration check?
No.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. You can do what you want with that information. And then we are back to Zakar.
Oh, and she tries to. Then does she know exactly? I as a player have a feeling what she's concentrating on, but I
Mhm.
don't know if.
You can make an insight or an arcana check.
A 15.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it to you because you've been thwarted by walls of force before.
Oh, then yeah, 15 feet.
Yeah, you're just like doot, out the door. And she's like, "Don't I oh." Anyway, you step out. You're now at the top of these stairs, overlooking this scene, and across the way there, you see what appears to be Baron Fuckstick fighting a bunch of mind flayers,
Oh shit.
and then it's his turn.
Okay. Baron McMurderpants is displeased,
Mm-hmm.
and he chooses to express his displeasure via Shadow Jaunt
Okay,
here
excellent.
and cast Lightning.
All right, that's Dex saves for days, right?
Pretty much, which
Okay.
should also work. Yep. Okay, that button still works. Good
Cool.
to know.
What's the DC on that? Do you know?
I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Stand by. It is a DC 17.
Okay, absolutely none of them made that.
Fucking sick.
Mm-hmm. All right, so all three of them take 34 lightning damage. They're clearly reeling from that. Very good show. Also, I think technically you are not grappled anymore because
Nope.
you just teleported out of that. So.
Yep.
Doop. Okay. Anything else?
Patient defense, once again.
Okay.
They are going to suffer in disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But yeah, I do think that's it.
Alrighty. Disadvantage is good. All right. The first. Okay. First thing that's going to happen is the one closest to you is going to use Mind Blast. So I need you to make a intelligence save.
Okay. Pardon me, tracking a few points. Intelligence save coming up.
Mm-hmm. Math.
Yep. 17.
Okay. I should have looked up the. Yeah. Okay. Good. I think in the interest of time, the one that you've severely wounded is going to do the same. So give me one more of those.
Okay. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, okay. The second one got you. Okay, luckily, on a save, you don't take damage, so only one of these is going to affect you. And no, you know, that's not necessary. Thank you, Foundry. No. All right, you are going to take 14 psychic damage, and you are stunned.
Okay.
So that should break even on the advantage-disadvantage issue. The other 3 are going to scoot up, gang up on you. So they should have... I feel like patient defense probably still works even if you're stunned. Because it's an action and not like a concentrated thing. I can't think of a single rule that says you can't. That says patient defense doesn't work if you're stunned.
I mean, can you find a rule that says dodge doesn't work if you're stunned? But that would also be... Well... Yeah, I don't think so. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know how to play. I'm gonna say that it still works. That you're okay. So these attack rolls are gonna be done flat. That is a 23.
Okay.
That is a 11. And a 12. Alright, so one of those is gonna hit you. You're going to take 12 damage from the, I guess, one of the third one. Yeah, 12 damage. And let me figure out which one of these guys is grappling you. Okay. It is this guy. There's the grappled. Okay, got it. And that is all of their turns. Greta is going to... I think she's just going to chase you down.
Okay.
She takes a little jump with the one leg that she's still standing on, and her parasol kind of carries her through the air. She rolls a 9 and a 7, so I think that's Greta's turn. All right, Pemberley.
Make sure I have my activated. Okay. I am going to use boots, or no, bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Use boots.
Mm-hmm.
Start flying in Zakar's direction.
All right.
And cast Fireball to hopefully get as many of the Illithid in front of him as she can.
Okay. I think it's safe to say that you could hit... Well, let's see. I know that these spells typically come with AoEs like built into them. So let me see here.
Pemberley just cast it on Zakar.
Oh no!
God, it's not here. Okay, what's the sorry, what's the size of the blast on Fireball?
20 foot radius.
Okay. So that's like... I don't know. Let's see. Direction, distance. Here, we'll make the 20. Okay. Yeah, you could easily hit 4 of them without hitting Zakar.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay. I have to... You got to roll damage, and I got to roll a myriad of dexterity saves. What's your DC?
18.
18. All right. We got an 11. We got a 15. And we got a 20.
20 saves.
Mhm.
It's total 29 damage.
Okay. I didn't even roll for this guy because it would not have made a difference. 29 halved to 15, I guess.
Or 14, 14.
14. Math is hard. Yeah, you fucking devastate all 4 of them. Zakar, you are surprised when a goblin flies out of the cave and bombards the illithids in front of you.
Running from the consequences of our own actions.
And that is your turn's up, Zakar.
Okay. Do I still have 5
You get to
illithids?
save. You get to save out of stun first of all.
Oh.
DC 15 intelligence. Oh.
Nope.
No, sorry, you are still stunned this round. Let me see here. Are you keeping track of your damage? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of my damage.
Yeah, alright. Making sure. Okay, I have to. Got it. And your AC was 21. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a lot of dice here. Well, and I'll tell you what happens. All right, 22 hits. All right, so one of them hits you for 17 damage. You're now grappled by 2 of them. 20 does not hit. This man is dead. There's got to be a... There we go. Okay. Because you are grappled by this last individual. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. Okay. And a 19 does not hit. It's very good. The Mind Flayer at 7 o'clock, southwest of you, he pulls you close to him with his tentacles, and you can feel something start to dig into your skull. But it does not pierce. Greta. Pemberley, how high in the air are you right now?
Let's see, Pythagorean theorem. Probably good 15. 15 from the base of the...
Okay. I'm gonna... Oh boy. Alright. You see, Greta tries to cast a spell and then leaps at you. But it's clearly something that she's having a hard time doing. And she floats through the air, trying to reach you, and then just lands in the sand below you and goes, "Oh, drat. Darling, you mustn't get involved. They're quite mean." And then it's Pemberley's turn.
I don't know. I can't say that you're necessarily Emily Post yourself.
And she heads towards, and as she sees the illithid go for Zakar, she's gonna cast firebolt again on the especially concentrating
On the offending illithid.
fireball
Oh.
4th level.
Oh, another fireball on the 4 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. More dex saves. 13 and 16 and 4.
24 damage.
Did any of them save?
No, DC 18.
Okay, great. Madly punching in numbers. All right. Good deal. You have killed 2 of them. As soon as I can find out where all these... Okay.
What are you standing still for? Get the fuck out of there!
Yeah, the one, this one still has him grabbed. And then it is Zakar's turn.
Okay. Give me a second. I need to. Oh, okay, thank God I fucking read that again. Okay, well, I made it.
Okay. No longer
But if I'd
stunned.
been paying attention, I probably could have gotten out of that sooner.
All right. You managed to get your wits about you as these whatever this thing has for teeth is really starting to put some pressure on your head.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Math. Math. Okay. No words, just action.
Yep.
And the action is rip and tear.
Until it is done.
Until it is done. Okay. So because I do have at least one confirmed hit, I'm going to use a feature of the staff, which is extra damage. Just saying that out loud right now.
Go ahead and roll
Nice.
damage for those attacks.
No, okay. It's 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 4.
Jesus. Okay. Was that the first attack?
That's 2 attacks together.
Okay. Well, at any rate, that will do it. But he dead, and you no longer grapple.
Fantastic. Zakar turns around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 19.
19 will work.
And Oh, that's a 1.
Yeah, that won't work.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
The 19 hits.
Yeah, the 19 hits. And I'm gonna roll damage, and then I'm gonna ask him to roll a Constitution check.
All right. I will do that right now. Save, I assume?
Or a Constitution save,
Yeah,
yes, excuse
okay.
me. And that DC is 17.
17 is what he rolled.
Okay, so that doesn't work. He does not end up being stunned, which makes me sad, because that was gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But he also gets 12 damage, regardless.
All right, a good hit.
And end turn.
Is that you?
Yep, that's end.
All right. He is going to keep at it. What the hell? Let's get weird.
I mean, if you're gonna use Mind Flayers...
Mm-hmm. I would like you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hey. About time you asked me to do something I'm good at.
Mm-hmm. This guy's about to learn a lesson the hard way.
Probably. 23.
I'm not gonna even check what his DC was.
Yeah, that tracks.
Mm-hmm. You feel some kind of psychic force weighing on your brain, but your mind is like a steel trap, as we know.
Anything
Greta,
else?
that's
Okay.
it for the Mind Flare. Greta is going to, kind of in a huff, she's just like, she's like, oh, you are impossible. And she starts just walking towards the staircase over here. Pemberley.
Oh my gosh, I love her. She is so freaking charming. I want to. Um, she'll get through. Ah. Six and cast a firebolt on the remaining illithid.
Okay.
Try to
Yep.
attempt to.
That is a hit. Okay. 15 is good damage. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Zakar, you up. Zakar, you muted.
Sorry, you're muted.
Hang on. He's probably coughing up a lung. Well, how we doing, Allie? We having fun?
I love Greta. I love Greta.
Yeah.
I want her to be my new friend, but Pem wants her to get, but Pem also wants her to get away. So I'm so torn.
Yep.
As a player, I'm like, I love this.
Taylor, come back. We didn't mean it.
No, I'm here. I need water.
Okay. Hit it, man.
No.
You're up. You're at the mic.
Okay, yeah, no. No, there's left to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
16
You
hits.
said 15. Yeah, I was gonna say you
Yeah.
said 15.
Yeah.
That feels wrong, but
You could probably stop there. It would be worth rolling damage.
politely, Mr. DM.
Hey,
No.
don't let me tell you what you're doing on your turn. That's 2 hits.
No, that's 3 hits.
3. You're right. That's 3 hits.
Yeah, and but we can do that. Okay, survey says 41 damage.
Yeah, he's smoked. That is it for the last illithid.
Zakar puts his fist through the like maw of
Yep.
the mind flayer and just like cracks his neck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's teeth in there. You just shatter them. They're weird teeth. God, I'm like, I've been playing Ninja Gaiden 2 Black this week, and like when you get that charge attack with the lunar staff, and it's just like, and every hit just sounds like a water balloon being smashed against concrete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Vibes. Anyway, Zakar, all the illithids are dead, and Pemberley's just floating nearby.
Pemberley.
Yeah, that was excessive.
I hate to say it, but no, it wasn't. We saw one of those once before. They're well, that's not the point. The point is, I think this is near Dhaka. Like, what happened to you?
I don't. I have absolutely no. I have no clue. I was
God.
in a fucking temple, and there was somebody who's hi.
Cannot believe you making me run all the way up those stairs. Yeah, you see did you see the art before, Taylor?
I have seen the art. I didn't get a super close up look at of it, but yeah,
Okay.
no, I understand the weird like
Yeah. So
the
this is the
off
lady.
balance monstrosity.
Yeah, this is the lady you're looking at, and she's hopping toward you, carrying these implements with too many arms, and she's just kind of like just looking at Pemberley like in a huff, like you're like young lady, like that kind of vibe.
You happen to know you don't happen to have like a sister named Shelly, do you? Because I kind of have some bad news for you.
Shelly. She thinks very hard for a moment. She was like, I don't know Shelly, but I think I will.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. She starts casting a spell.
Okay, Pemberley, are we killing that or what is happening?
I don't know. I'm getting mixed messages. She says she wants to help, but then she's also like came at me with sharp implements, so I don't know.
Okay, Zakar jumps between Pemberley and what's her name?
Mhm.
And with a very pointed attitude and a pointed staff is like, "Oi, that's my goblin, and I'm already in a bad mood."
Yeah, Greta was probably already starting to move toward Pemberley with her various sharp implements out. And she stops when you move closer to her. And she's just like, "Oh, sir, no, there's been a misunderstanding. My quarrel is not with you at all."
I said that's my goblin. What's the problem?
Oh, very well. She takes a swipe at you. She's not gonna roll that great though. She got a 17 and a 15.
Zakar just idly leans left and right.
Mhm.
Like,
That would
Well,
conclude that would conclude Greta's turn, which would
yeah.
give Pemberley initiative.
okay.
Matt laying down some emote mastery in the Twitch chat right now.
Okay. I said I didn't really want to do this, but no, no attacking, no attacking, no attack, no, don't attack my friends. Okay, just and she's gonna yeah, she's just gonna cast wall of force between her and Zakar.
Okay, so like right across the walkway here.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, easy.
sort of bisecting it.
Sure. Wall of Force is pretty big too, so you can cover a lot of ground with it.
She's
All right, done.
just more interested in hamster balling her.
Yeah. Oh, you can do that actually.
Yeah,
You could literally hamster ball her in Wall of Force.
Oh, then that's what I shall do.
Yeah, I think there's actually a stipulation on there where it's like if you want to make a sphere out of it, the sphere is this big. Okay, yeah, you encase her in a Wall of Force. I think that would be Zakar's turn.
Zakar reflexively moves inward to strike, and then immediately
Dink.
just like, oh, fucking.
Oh, sorry, I should have warned you.
Yes! I.
I
Greta sees you run into that, and she goes, "What?" And she sticks her scissors out and also hits the wall and like is like, "No, no, no, this is my department, darling. You're not." And she starts to melt. She's just like, "No, no, it's not supposed." And she just, much like Shelly, she just turns into a pile of like viscous, uh, dark green goo on the ground. Probably still encased in the bottom of the sphere.
So it's just a sphere of force that's like 1/10 full of goo now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Zakar just kind of just kind of flops onto the dirt and grass. It's like, and just kind of stares up at the dark red sky for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's just speechless and like,
first Beverly double taps by firebolting the ooze. And
Okay.
it's like double tap, and then
Yeah.
then she immediately turns to Zakar and being like, "So, what the fuck?"
yeah.
So you got the fuck? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I got the fucking mind flayers who apparently were on my dick for a kill order. Because apparently Alabard knows me.
Well, you are I don't know, you're a really powerful known entity and a bureaucrat.
Yeah, here. I don't. That's not. I don't. And he sits upright. It's like I don't understand anything that is happening right now, and apparently everything we knew was wrong.
What do you what do you mean? What do you mean everything? You mean the timetable?
Well, the timetable, whatever this is, and wait, hold on. We were talking to Brando saw Alabar. He didn't say anything about this. Zakar immediately reaches for the sending stones.
Okay. This brings up an interesting quandary. Do we have
It
a
does.
conversation now, or do we talk about the minutes that have passed between you arriving here and this moment, and what happened to Brando in that period of time? But I guess my first question, Zakar, is like who I know you have a myriad of sending stones, so who do you intend to talk to in the near future?
Well, the answer is everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, not to say that I planned to kind of sabotage this session,
Mm-hmm.
but I did realize that like, oh, if we're split up, the first thing that Zagar is probably going to do is just make everyone sound off because he has all of the sending stones. Uh, which in this context does represent a logistical problem. I realize that,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Right.
So, uh, hold on. Let me actually go through the inventory.
I was gonna say, I feel like you. Well, I have written down here that you have a sending stone that leads to Cyrus, and one that leads to Davin. But not listed here is I know you have one with the Raven Queen, and you have one with Mazoga, I believe.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that I might have boxed myself into a corner on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, the list goes past okay, yeah. Davin, Cyrus, Zoga, Raven Queen. And then okay. So it would be a question of who has the blue sending stone, because I have it marked as Wilhelm / Brando, which is clearly an old note.
That is also what I have written down.
Okay.
So I'm led to believe you don't actually possess that one.
I think that was the one that Pemberley nabbed way back when.
Oh, did you
Back
return that one?
back when?
No, I think I gave it to. Didn't I give it to my handler? I think.
No, because we made these like specifically for the last splitting the party situation.
Yeah, it might have been a
Okay, then
different
never
one.
mind. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it might have been a different one that Brando had.
Okay. Brando. Okay, Todd just put it in Discord.
Yeah.
He checked his inventory, so
Okay.
he does have it. Which means that Wilhelm is the one who doesn't have a sending stone.
Right. Okay.
Okay. That said, uh, Zakar is going to reach for the group of sending stones, but we'll take it one at a time, for sake of not all talking at once.
Mhm.
So we can start with the Raven Queen, since there's something to be said there.
Okay. I think what we're actually going to do is shift gears. We're going to have to talk to somebody else to talk about to know where these people are when this occurs. Um, but the question is who. Um, if anybody is still listening on Twitch, I invite you back into the chat, and we can see which one of you actually wants to play some D&D tonight. No requirements. There
Okay,
is.
unmuting myself. Go ahead and
Hey.
unmute yourself too, Ian.
Oh, yep, sorry.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh
I can
gosh.
hear myself
Gotta turn
now.
off Twitch.
Wow.
Oh gosh. Gotta turn off Twitch. Endless echoes.
Yep. All right.
Our notes on the setting stone seem to be a little bit mixed.
Yeah. Who knows what's true anymore?
I updated mine sort of recently, and I have blue as Wilhelm and Brando.
Mm-hmm.
But we also just sent Wilhelm ahead to watch it, to get the ship ready, because we were sailing to Grick before this
Right.
happened. So that's why it actually is reasonable to assert that Brando is the one with the sending stone, since we were just gonna follow up with Wilhelm in like a week anyway.
Right.
Yeah, and my recordings, Zakar and Brando have a sending stone, and I think Cyrus and Brando,
the
or
green
Cyrus
sending-
and Zakar.
Green sending stone is Cyrus and Zakar. Blue sending stone is Wilhelm and Brando. Orange is Wild and Brando. Lilac is Davin and Zakar. And
Yeah.
there's like a black one or something for Raven Queen.
Mhm.
And you also have one for Mizoga.
Correct, which I believe is Mizoga is red. I don't have a color for the Raven Queen. I just call it Ravenstone.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say black.
Sure.
Works for me.
Obsidian.
And
All right.
anyone on the five pints that that Dakar doesn't have sending stones for, Pemberley can cast sending.
Yes. Cyrus can too if he prepares it ahead of time.
All right. Before we get too granular about this, we do need to address what is happening to some of these other party members. So my question to the room is:
Well, since Zakar is calling Brando, shall we do me next?
do we want to do episode Brando?
Sure.
Forthwith.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm in a good mood for it, so yes.
Heck yeah.
Fucking sick, man.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me log into Foundry.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Allie.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Good
Thank
shit.
you.
Should the rest of us bail out back to the other chat?
Perhaps.
Okay. Good luck, Todd.
I will need it. Let's see. Foundry link.
Yeah, I just had to post a new Foundry link because I think the old IP address changed.
Oh, I was in earlier. Or do
Yeah.
you mean just a few minutes ago?
No. Before we started playing tonight, I noticed that the IP address was different, so I posted a new one. But whatever. If you can connect, I'm.
I'm in.
Great.
If you can see me.
I can see you. Very good.
Also, Twitch. Am I still like? Are we sounding good?
You should sound good according to my levels.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, oh boy.
You ready for this?
I am not, but let's do this anyways.
All right. Brando.
Mhm.
One moment you're in a wine cellar, and the next moment, because that is where you and Sakar were hiding out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he had led you to his. He has like a secret wine. Like if you go into his office, he's got a secret bookcase, and behind it he has like his private reserve. So you two had just been sitting in there, waiting for the wave to hit you, and that's where you were. And then the next minute, you were about 10 feet above a verdant plain of grass. And before you're able to get your copter spinning up, you land very roughly on your back, with the massive copter engine performing some shady back alley chiropractic on you. I'm gonna roll.
If it were that close, Brando wouldn't have tried to start the copter. It's just too late to react.
At any rate, before you can do any of that shit, you're gonna take 6 falling damage as as you land roughly on this thing.
I'm I'm just
Uh,
going to type that for later. Ah, let me mute that.
yeah, mute your
Uh,
mute Twitch in your browser if it's open.
yes. Let me just text him. One sec.
Oh, okay, you have a thing. Hey, Twitch chat.
Okay, good now.
You having fun tonight? All right. Okay. So, yeah. So you land on your back and you take 6 damage.
Ah,
And
Oh.
as you're sitting there under this this darkened, reddened sky, you hear the voice of Jasper because you have him on your person.
oh
Um,
yes.
and he says, "Brando, are you all right?"
Yes, where is everybody? Or I mean, like, I probably
I
hurt my hip or something.
a thing at a time. Nothing broken.
Okay.
No lightheadedness or loss of equilibrium.
I Rando blinks for a few moments and looks around him to just make sure that everything's functional.
Yeah, you seem to aside from like a kink in your back that will work itself out in time. You're sure. Yeah,
Okay, just bruised.
you're all right. He's like,
I'm glad that you're where is it just us?
it appears to just be us.
Rando quickly tries to get to his feet to look around just in case there are any hostiles.
Yeah, you look up, and as I said, you're in the middle of this this big wheat field. And for quite a distance, you can see it's these verdant plains in all directions, and not much else. Um, in one direction, just trying to get your bearings. In one direction, not too far away from you, you can see a vast ocean. You would wager the beach is probably a short walk in that direction. In another direction, there's a towering mountain in the far distance. Um, maybe a day or two of a ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
But aside from the occasional like copse of trees, there's not a hell of a lot around here except for empty space and greenery.
Well, best thing I can do right now is try to fix the yeah, Brando will try to check to see if the copter is flyable since he landed on it.
Okay. Yeah, you a quick cursory glance at it. There's definitely some things in the copter that are rattling that shouldn't be. So yeah, you're gonna need a little bit to get it up and running again.
Okay, Brando's going to do the task of that and have Jasper on him.
Mhm.
And but he won't get too engulfed. Like
Mhm.
something just happened, and who knows if there are hostiles around.
Okay. Yeah.
Or if they could appear, or if somebody else could appear.
Sure.
So Brando's like, Jasper, Brando also might put Jasper on his helmet. Just to be a lookout.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you can put
But
Jasper somewhere in which will allow him to see what's going on.
okay. Are you okay? Or like sorry, like I said, I'm unprepared, but I'm getting used to it.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to go through the effects of what just happened. I don't know what happened, but we're somewhere different, so I assume that everybody else must be somewhere different.
Well,
At least at Black Rim.
we can only assume. It did seem like a rather large effect, so it's hard to tell how far the damage, I say damage in quotation marks,
Mm-hmm.
it actually is. But at any rate, we are here in quite the situation. But better to be in quite the situation than dead, yes?
Yes, much better than the impending doom that is happening that we
Mm-hmm.
need to stop.
Yes.
I, huh, I wonder if touching another being teleports you along with that being. because you're here with me and nobody else is here.
Yes, that is interesting. It does make me wonder what would have happened if you had been in closer contact to the Baron when the effect hit.
He did grab me and pull me down, but I don't think he was touching me when we ducked.
No, he definitely wasn't.
Mm. All we have are plains and a mountain and an ocean. I feel like we were meant to be separated for some reason. Brendo thinks again. This didn't happen back on Mechanus. Shall I roll a perception check or a repair check?
Well, what's your question that the dice can answer?
Um, well, like, how far along would Brando be while talking about this? And then, like, he's trying to keep an eye out for something that might show up because
Okay.
Brando's predicting like hostiles will come.
I'll let you make a perception check with advantage because Jasper is helping.
All right, perception check. Actors 5 pints. Brando perception with advantage.
Okay, 14 perception. Head is on a swivel. Um, sorry, what was you had another concern?
For repairing the
Oh yeah, that
flying contraption.
so the repairing it's just gonna take you a short rest. So it's just gonna be time.
Okay. Um, but yeah, like this did not happen on Mechanus. The only thing I can say is I was not native to Mechanus. Brando's also just going through his head on like, wait, did we bring Alabar here?
Um,
Brando feels a sudden rush of guilt in case it was him.
Jasper says, "Well, if this is not what happened on Mechanus, what did happen on Mechanus?"
Alabar basically showed up, and from as far as the eye could see, the entire sky was enveloped by him. He appeared, and as we just narrowly escaped, he sat down to eat everything.
You were there when it happened. You were that close to him.
I was that close to him. And we were there for a good while too.
Astounding.
Just mhm. I'm not sure what he'd want with Mechanus other than he probably has a big old appetite and is just eating whatever he can, but he's eventually going to run out of stuff to eat. He'll, if he wins the day, he will probably starve.
Well, I'm not in any position to judge him. He must eat, presumably.
Hmm. Probably does it without thought, although the Elithids follow him.
Yes.
Or wait, no. Yeah, I guess Brando did see the vision of like all the Illithid ships and such.
Hmm.
So either the Illithids are controlling their god or their god is controlling them. What an interesting culture.
And as you're doing repairs on the copter and having this conversation, and the two of you trying to just figure things out madly in something approaching a panic, um, you do notice that in the tall grass around you, you can see like the grass itself is starting to shift. In one not like around you, but like in the distance, you can see what looks like something that would be short enough to sit below the level of the grass is moving it around. Quite a bit, and quite a bit of it too. Maybe like 30 square feet of grass is just kind of shuffling madly as something is moving in a direction uh,
Hmm.
not too far from you.
It does it look like it's heading towards us?
um More or less.
Brando tries taking Jasper, hoisting him high, and he's like, "I see something off in the distance. Are you able to get a better view on this?
Like, well, I can.
Otherwise, we might need to flee."
He's like, well, I can see that it's moving, and it could potentially see us. Yes, I think it saw us. And it starts like shifting in your direction.
Brando quickly packs Jasper on like his shoulder or
Hmm.
somewhere where he will be safe and not fall off.
Yeah, sure.
Gets the backpack and starts running.
Okay. Yeah, you grab your shit and you start moving. Like it kind of this whatever it is catches up to you about the time that you start moving. And you
Okay,
start kind of
Brando
lumbering
has the
like
arm ready or the firearm ready, rumble
yeah,
day thump,
and
and
you
aims
can
up the wherever this is.
you can see that like you don't move very fast with the backpack on. So
Hmm.
you're kind of lumbering, and pretty quickly it just catches up to you. And what you see are as they start to swarm around you, they don't actually like attack you or anything. But they do kind of pass around you, you get in front of you, and then just kind of leave you to it. But it's a bunch of very large rats with their brains exposed.
Their brains exposed.
Yeah, like the top of their skull is just missing and their brains hanging out. There's a bunch of
In
them.
that
There's maybe like 30 of them, and they all just kind of swarm around you and follow you like a school of fish, really quickly. And pretty soon they've just kind of like they either move past you entirely and then just start moving off in another direction.
as if they're guided or controlled by something.
I don't know. Pretty
You
pretty
know what?
hard to
Can I roll
pretty hard
some
to tell.
insight?
Sure.
All right,
I'd
rolling
also
insight.
accept nature.
Nature. Okay, nature. Normal.
Go ahead and make it
Not the
with
best.
go ahead and make it. Well, I'll let me roll a dice for Jasper. What's Jasper know? Jasper don't know shit. um,
Knowing what I know about rats,
mhm,
they often run from something that they're afraid of. So Brando, even though the tops of their heads are missing and their
mhm.
brains are exposed, Brando feels like they should follow him.
Okay. Um, they they definitely outpace you. Um,
Hmm.
but again, they don't make any move to stop you. They just kind of swarm around you, and then pick a direction and go. Um,
So
and
wait, they keep on circling around me, or
no, they just like the whole swarm catches up to you, uh, kind of overtakes you basically,
hmm.
as you're moving, and then when they've all moved in front of you, they just pick a direction and go as if they just wanted to run around you, basically. Um,
Okay, then Brando is going to just try to follow him because when animals are fleeing, you follow the animals, or else whoever's chasing them
yeah.
will catch up to you.
As you say that, as you start doing that, Jasper pipes up and is like, "Brando, those were cranium rats."
What are cranium rats?
Short version, um, agents of Alabar would use creatures like that as scouts. That is to say, I think we are being hunted. We should find a
Shit.
hiding place.
Before we do that, let's see. If they're scouts, then they'd come back. Brando fires a good fire round at the rat's direction to take out a bunch of them,
Okay.
if possible.
All right. I'm gonna go and make a save because I know you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they didn't save good. Yeah. You. What did you shoot at them?
Alchemist fire, which has an AOE.
Okay. Yeah. You shoot Alchemist fire out onto some grass, lighting it up, and you do hear a bunch of rats screech in pain. But the swarm continues off.
It just means that there's less of them to deal with next
Yep.
time. But
Yeah.
Brando then uh, not running in the opposite direction of the
Mhm.
rats, but did they run from the direction of the mountain to the beach, or beach to the mountain, or
I would say
plains to the
I
plain?
would say they came from the mountain, kind of parallel to the beach. And
Mhm.
when they saw you, they kind of spiraled and then turned away from the beach, just in a third direction.
Okay. Uh, and there's forest about in the distance too?
What you can see are like occasionally, if you were to run, pretty hard for 5 minutes, you could reach like an isolated like copse or a grove of trees.
Okay, shoot, isolated thing of trees,
Hmm.
not a forest. This is not going to be good. Okay, making it for wherever trees will be around.
Yeah.
And if the rats follow, Brando will fire backwards at them.
Okay.
So yeah, making it for whatever trees, just something to hide.
Hmm. Okay. You start running towards one of these groups of trees, and right about just as you're hitting like the edge of it,
Mm-hmm.
you do hear like in the distance, like a very unnatural arcane effect happening somewhere in
A
the direction,
teleportation or something.
something in the direction that you came from. Like if you're running into the trees, it happened behind you somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Brando
But
tries
it's
looking back towards the thing.
okay.
Uh,
Uh,
keeping low, or no, ducking to the ground,
mhm.
slowly moving Jasper up because he's a smaller thing to look at,
Mhm.
and seeing what Jasper can see.
You have him on a
Or
periscope in the tall
yes,
grass. You go ahead and make a
yes.
stealth check, Brando.
Okay. Still, yeah. I'll take it.
Okay, real good. You managed to hit the tree line and get a hiding spot and stick Jasper out so that he can watch. Um, and uh, and what you both see is a creature that is well. Hang on, we have pictures or things.
Oh
At
boy.
least I thought I did. Hang on. 1 second. I gotta dig it up. Here we go. Can I do that? 1 second. I wasn't as prepared for this as I should have been. Okay. So what you see,
No worries.
and this is a large sized creature. I should warn you. So this is like this thing
Mhm,
effectively takes up like a 10-foot, cube. And he basically looks like a mass of muscle
oof,
and organs
mhm,
and brain matter.
damn. And he's got goggles on too.
You think those might just be like an orifice or an eye socket or something like that?
Mhm.
And
Uh, if only the engine were running,
mhm,
or if only the flying thing were running.
mhm.
Okay, Brando hides
That's
Jasper
wrong.
and listens, um, to see if the thing found him or if it's coming towards us.
Mhm. You watch it for a bit, and you watch as it kind of moves around, just kind of leaving a bloody mess everywhere where it goes,
Hmm.
staining the tall grass, and it's looking around in all directions. Um, and after a while of picking through that, he begins to. It's kind of hard to tell like where he's looking. But
Hmm.
but he is like moving around in the grass gradually, like batting it out of the way, trying to see if anything's hiding in it. And as time goes on, he starts moving, making his way through the grass. Um, and he is making his way in your direction.
Okay. I'm going to assume it has good hearing. I could try to bolt for it, but I think he'd catch up to me. Um,
Further in the
shit, I don't
trees,
have many
Brando.
options. Huh?
Further in the trees, Brando.
Okay. Brando huddles down or ducks down
hmm
and still holds Jasper above in one hand and just kind of slowly ducks
hmm
and makes it away from this thing
Yeah, you don't
into
have
the
a
trees.
you don't you rolled really good on your stealth. You have no problem shuffling further into the trees and staying out of its line of sight. And after you get into the trees a bit, Jasper says, "I believe, um, and I'm really stretching here. I believe, depending on who you ask, this creature could be called an eater of knowledge. It's um, it's the kind of things that consume brains wholesale, and it is no doubt being drawn to our immense intellect, or maybe just yours. It's hard to tell."
Brando's like, just as I got a helmet for it, but it's only against a lithid. This thing would eat me whole. Um, Brando tries to think what he can do to dumb himself, but no, he right now he's just still scampering away from this thing. If the thing is just homing in on
Mhm.
Brando, then
Yeah, you're just shuffling through the trees, having this
mhm,
conversation with Jasper, and as you stop to catch your breath for a second, and you hear
mhm.
something above you in the tree that you're under.
Perception?
What
Oh.
what is wrong, my friend?
Oh, of all the people to
So above you, in the tree,
mhm.
you see a woman playing a lute. um,
Oh, sorry, I thought it was,
nope,
Fernando
nope,
or,
no, no. What you see is a woman. She's a bullywug. She is
mhm,
dressed very flamboyantly. She has a hat with a wide brim that's pinned up on one side. You know, big feather. You know the
mhm.
type. And she says, "You look out the breath, my friend."
Brando, gets, on a knee, looks up, and is like, "Yes, out of breath. I'm being stalked by a gigantic monster thing that's homing in on me."
Well, that is a conundrum then. Is that why you were talking to yourself?
Brando, holds Jasper up. "Close, I have a little gnomish friend here."
And Jasper waves and says, "Hello, madam." And she's like, "That is fascinating. That is actually the that is more interesting than I had in mind."
"I am amazed that you are as calm as you are."
Ah, Welga is almost always calm. But what is this I hear about a beastie?
Uh, Brando points or thumbs back in the
Mhm.
direction that he came from. A, let's see, 10 cubic foot? Yeah,
Yeah,
a
massive.
10-foot tall looking thing
Mhm.
that devours
Yeah,
brains.
you can still barely see it. It's still kind of like lumbering towards the trees. And she's like, "Yeah, that is very large, large indeed. Well, if it is trouble you have, then it is trouble we should solve." And she stows her lute and she jumps down from the tree. Um, she's like, "What is your name, sir?"
Brando slowly gets up, out of the corner of his eye, he's still looking towards the monster, but
hmm
he introduces him with a handshake.
hmm
Brando. And
Ah,
who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Brando, it is a pleasure to meet you, and know well that today your protector is named Huelga.
uh,
Now let us
do you
kill this
happen to
beastie.
know? Oh, say again.
Now let us kill this beast.
Do you happen to know of a masked man with an owlbear?
Her expression gets very stark. She says,
Let
"That
us continue this discussion later. Let us
yes,
take out this beast.
I am going to turn on. Here we go. All right. Let me put
Okay.
some people in
I like my
initiative.
little copter thing.
Mm-hmm. We are
I'm glad
here.
that did not get deleted in the hard drive thing.
No, nothing that terrible. All right. I am rolling initiative, and you should do the same.
All right. Initiative. Where's initiative on this new sheet?
I don't know.
Eh, eh. Okay, I'm just going to roll a d20.
I think you can go over to the blah, blah, blah. If you go over to the combat tab.
Oh, combat. Okay,
Yeah,
combat encounters.
I think you could just click on the
Oh,
D20
that's
next to your name.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Foundry,
Yep.
for constantly updating.
Boundary good shit. All right. All right. That is our initiative. Looks like
Okay.
Huelga killed it. The beastie is approaching from the south.
I am not confident in our chances since that thing is huge, but hey, Al, this person is brave enough to take it on, so
Yeah. Huelga is going to kind of gonna take cover behind this tree, and she's like, I hope that that large stick of yours is good for something. Yes, and she points to rubble to thump.
Brando will be like, you've seen nothing like it before.
Would you like to go first or I?
If you cannot hit it from where you're, if
A fair point. Charge.
yes, let
She is going to she's just going to charge straight at the
oh
beast.
dang, so she has the charge motion.
Rapier out.
Oh, and I'm
another
not
check.
seeing the monster on the turn order.
That is fine, but I can fix it. There you
There we go.
go. All right. She hits with a 23. And she's gonna throw some stank on it. All right. She rushes in,
Okay.
seeing an organ that looks important and burying her rapier in it before the creature can can react. And she does a total of 25 piercing damage with her rapier.
Nice.
And then it's you, Brando.
Okay, Brando's going to put himself in a bear position. He's going to one, two, nope, three, four. Yeah, that way he can fire, and if the monster comes at him, then this is difficult terrain.
Yeah,
You know what? 5.
good thinking.
Or no, here's 5. Because I can only go 5 spaces now, but I do have my boots of striding.
Mhm.
So I'm back to normal halfling speed.
Right on. Okay. You want to do
So he
action?
fires an acid round at this guy.
Okay, cool. Deck save? Question
Let's
mark?
see if the deck save, yeah.
All right.
Not consumption
He is
use.
not very dexterous, but he did get a nat 20.
Oof. Okay. Darn.
And that's
And that's my turn as
yep.
far as I know.
No half damage. All right.
Huh?
No half damage on artificer shit, I don't think.
Let's see. Vile shatters on impact. Saving throw or take that damage. An object
Any
automatically
object
takes
automatically
damage.
takes the
So
damage.
he does
Okay.
not.
Nope. All
And
right.
Brando also yells, "Do not let it eat your brain."
He was surprised this round, so he does not get a turn.
Oh, go for it again.
Mm-hmm. So she's going to take a second hit. A 13. That does not actually break his AC. We're going to move to Brando's turn.
Okay, firing another acid round. Otherwise, Tanglefoot Bag.
She's just going to speak.
I wish I had cast Magic Weapon on her. Oh well. Alchemist Acid.
And as a point of order, I am always attempting to not have my brain eaten. But I appreciate you looking out, sir.
Her talking to him is calming him down, so he goes,
Mhm.
"Fair enough." Fires off another round.
All right.
Please don't dodge this time.
More deck saves. That's an 8.
Hey! So he takes 7d6, and how do I do this? I'll just roll 7d6.
You can click on the D6 button 7 times.
Oh. The D6 button many times?
If you go down to the bottom right where the bottom of the chat thing is, there's
Mhm.
a row of buttons with dice on it. You can click on the D6 button. It'll add a D6 to the chat box. So you can just keep clicking on it until it's... Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
All right. 16 acid damage. Very
Mhm.
good. Very good. All right. It is finally his turn. He is going to...
I miss the old acid where it would just continue to eat through him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or is
So,
that the fire one? Let me check.
so you want to know something really fun, Brando?
No, it does not. Okay.
I'll tell you something
What's
really
up?
real fun about this creature, Todd. And this is not something a Brando would necessarily know in right this moment, but it will be important to you. The Eater of Knowledge is a creature who, as you may imagine, it eats brains,
Mhm.
and it learns things from the brains that it eats. So
Yes.
anytime you meet one of these things, they could be more capable depending on how many brains they've eaten in their life.
Okay.
So I would like you to roll a d10, and we'll see how many brains this thing has eaten.
Okay.
That's right. I don't know how powerful this thing is. So you're the one who's going to seal your fate. That's
9
9 out of
brains.
10 brains. Excellent.
Great.
All right. He is going to... That's not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do at all. Okay,
He is
this
a
is...
10 brain Hulk.
He's a 9 brainer.
Or 9 brain Hulk.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Let's see. The acid round was not too much, but is my most damaging attack. What else do I got? Also, I'm the smartest one, so I'm hoping like that he might attempt to.
Okay.
Anyhow, Brando is saying the things, whatever,
Mhm.
battle capabilities,
Yeah.
smarts.
All right. Okay. 1 second. I'm forced to do things a little awkwardly here. I apologize.
No worries. Take your
Um,
time.
All right. So after getting stabbed and shot with acid a little bit, the creature holds out something very much like a hand in Huelga's direction. And you hear just like a whoom sound, and she just lifts off the ground like, "Oh, no, I'm not doing that." And he just lifts her 30 feet up into the air via telekinesis. And
All right.
with and then he's going to start moving in your direction. But he's only going to get to there. He's not going to reach you this turn because movement and terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Welga's turn. She ain't going to do shit, I don't think. Nope, I take it back. She is like, walk away from your quarry, will you? Welga will make you regret. And she throws a dagger at him. It works.
That was a powerful dagger.
Yeah, the the dagger hits. It just, and you hear it go into his back somewhere, and he goes like he physically reels from getting hit somewhere very important.
Um.
And then it is your turn.
This might be a little bit foolish, but sure, let's do it. Alchemist fire on the tree at this thing.
Okay. It is also worth noting he failed a concentration check, which means she falls out of the sky.
Oh no. Shoot, should I break her fall?
No, it's gonna happen unless you have the feather fall spell. It's gonna happen.
The only thing I could possibly do.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
She falls 30
Um,
feet, taking 7 bludgeoning damage. Like, oh,
all
puta
right,
madre.
alchemist fire at this thing.
All right.
And aiming more so at the tree, so since he's caught in all the branches, everything around him is going to be on fire.
11 deck save, which I'm guessing is not good enough
He does
for
not
you.
save.
Yep.
I
Well, that was
don't know if that counted.
no, that was an attack roll.
Oh,
That was the wrong thing. You need to roll 5d6.
okay. Let's see. Attack. No, that's normal. Okay,
But I
rolling
love
5d6.
I love your neon cyberpunk dice that you brought to a D&D game.
And let's hope that tree is on fire.
Yeah.
And he's
Yep.
in there.
Yeah, you set the whole area on fire around him. Do we have an on fire? I don't think we do. I don't think on fire is one of our status effects, but we'll you know,
Yeah,
we'll make it up.
I'm just doing flavor
Mhm.
text or whatever.
Right.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brando cannot get that far.
That
Or
is
wait,
fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He
think
like
that-
he's lumbering at you through these flaming trees, and you're just like, dunk, 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 and you just
Yep.
away from him, and he watches you walk away for a second, and then he clasps his limbs, his fists together, basically, and disappears.
Oh shit. So are we still on the turn order or?
We're still in the turn order. He just vanished in front of you.
Okay. In that case, yeah, let's see how.
Huelga stands up and is like, things do not typically burn that fast.
We're not out of the woods yet.
No, I don't think we are. And she stands at the ready with her rapier out. What is the move?
Be prepared for a strike from wherever. Brando might also be watching the fire to see how, like, if the creature is moving at all.
She's going to move closer to you, and she's like, Brando, back to back, like heroes do.
A last stand? I'll take it this way. I am so glad to have met you.
Yep. She's gonna she's gonna ready an action, and she's gonna stand back to back with you. And then it's your turn.
Brando also raised an action. He raised a thunderstone in his gun, or in Rumble de Thump.
Yeah. God, I love that.
Like,
Just shoving.
Tell us if you see anything.
I love that. Just shoving a whole like thunderstone into the barrel of a gun.
Yep.
All right.
Getting ready to aim because it's the only thing I have with pushback.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have tried something else, but yeah, getting ready.
All right. Does a 15 hit your AC? No, it does not.
My AC is.
It looks like you're an 18.
I think so. Where's my gear? Yes, I was definitely not prepared. Was this window expand sidebar?
It's an 18 on your sheet.
Oh,
I'm
there we go.
I'm gonna assume it's 18. Anyway,
Yeah.
what happens is while you guys are sitting there, waiting for something to happen, you get the sense that like something is moving, just north of you on the map, and like you're like, oh, that's trouble, and you just kind of like sidestep out of the way, just to avoid something if something's coming, and you see the ground next to you just, and it just indents a little bit.
I'll take that dodge if anything. Brando was ready to fire, but
a 23 is gonna hit you though.
Yep. So I will
The
take.
the
Oh
second
yeah, I
one
have the. Let's see.
the
Let me
second one
subtract.
hits you from the side for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 102, and let's see. I think I'm at 91. 102 minus
Uh,
11, I think equals 91.
-6, -11. Yeah, I'll buy that. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so we get hit by it. Does Helga also? Or
No, he just hit you.
can I tell what direction it was from?
I would say northward.
All right, Brando fires as a reply.
It's Welga's turn.
Okay,
She's gonna say, "Where is it?"
right in front of me.
She sees the crater on the ground, and she does this kind of pirouette around the opposite side of you, and she
Mm-hmm.
lunges out with her rapier. Ooh, with disadvantage, an 18.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Brando, I want to say Wait, what's going on?
Give me a second. I'm rolling damage on her attack and things like that. Okay. All right. He just made the concentration check. So it is your turn, Brando.
Let's see. We need to be able to see this thing, or else one of the spells I have will be useless. So Brando disengages, takes like a step back.
Here's a nice thing about things that are AoE.
Mm-hmm.
So invisibility imposes disadvantage on attack rolls. Your shit is not attack rolls.
Oh, so I could just keep firing at this thing?
I mean, if you shoot where you think he is and he is in fact there, then it's up to him whether he takes damage or not.
I am thinking of firing a Tanglefoot bag on him just to show where he is.
Okay. What I want you to do, I mean, do whatever you
So
want
I
on your
keep
turn, but
firing this way.
pick a square where you're gonna throw it.
Right. I want to say he's probably right by me, so right here.
Just right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the rules on
Or
Tanglefoot
one
bag?
back here. Yeah, right here.
What's the rules on
He's a
Tanglefoot?
big creature.
What's the rules on the Tanglefoot bag?
Let's find out. Do not use item.
Strength save or be restrained.
Oh, he has strength then. But the thing is not to bind him. It's just to mark him with something.
He got a 21, so he's not restrained. But I would say
Darn.
your Tanglefoot bag did hit something.
Okay. So he is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And backing up one.
Okay. That would provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, never mind. Staying where I am. I'll just take whatever's coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
He's there somewhere. Straight ahead. Just stab forward.
He is going to swing at her. That is a 21 to hit her, which will work. He's going to take a swing at you also while I'm here. That's a 14 to hit you, which I don't think will hit.
Okay.
All right, so she does 11 damage. Sorry, he does 11 damage to Huelga. You see
How is she looking in terms of health?
She is looking undeterred, I would
Okay.
say.
Then Brando, let's see.
Hang on, it's gonna be her turn first.
Oh, okay.
Boop boop boop.
I'm going to find out what this says.
That god damn with disadvantage a 21. Huelga's a
She's good
monster
at what
tonight.
she does.
She is a
Okay.
monster. All right, she does
Hey.
7 piercing damage to the thing in front of her. Again, her rapier finds purchase on the giant thing that she cannot see, and she goes, "Ha ha! It is still
Good
there.
thing that he's large.
Brando killed the thing."
Oh, he's ready to die? No.
That's what she's saying.
So if I were to cast jump on her and she were raised into the ground 30 feet again and then fell, would she be able to land safely with this?
Only if she jumped.
Okay, only if she jumped.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to alleviate falling damage, you pretty much have to use the Featherfall spell, or
Okay, which
or
I do not have.
telekinesis or something like that.
I could use magic weapon on her.
You do you, man.
Let's see. How does this work? Oh, it's concentration. Never mind. That will interrupt us. Okay, firing another alchemist acid.
Alrighty. Pick a spot.
Right here.
Yep. All right.
There we go.
He got a 12 deck save, which sounds like a failure to me.
Yep. So rolling 76.
God, that's so much damage. How do you want to do this?
Just basically nothing special right now. Just
Mhm.
firing the acid round at the beast. I can't see where it is, anyways.
Yeah, and so you're like, you go thunk, it doesn't fly very far before it hits this thing, and you hear it sizzle and it roars, and
As
it
acid corrodes through its body.
yeah, and its
Just melting
invisibility
it.
wears off, and it just falls on the ground in a mass of sick.
Brando also packs another fire round and just blasts it just in case it has a chance of getting up again.
Yeah,
Brando wants this thing smoldering.
yeah, you do that, and Welga's like, yes, that is the spirit, and she stabs it a couple times more with her rapier, and she's like, it can't be too dead.
With things like these, never too dead.
Ah,
So yeah, we're just re-killing this thing until it's gone.
for a man of science, you fight like a barbarian.
These are desperate times.
Oh yes, yes indeed.
After it's all done, Brando's like, "Are you okay? I can help you out a little bit or restore your health."
Welga is excellent. Thank you for asking.
Good. So about that thing we were talking about, have you encountered? Are there any more important things that we need to talk about before making small talk?
Are you asking me as the dungeon
I am
master?
asking you.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna answer that.
Okay.
You know the situation.
So before I continue the talking about the guy, do you know where we are?
Ah. Well, I cannot be precisely sure. And she points at the mountain and she's like, but that does look familiar to the mountain near where I grew up. So, if that is true, we are not too far from Fairbrook.
I'm not sure if people will be there in Fairbrook, but at least it'll be a nice place to pull up and defend ourselves.
Yes, indeed. If no one is there in Fairbrook, then they may have left behind, the good stuff. And maybe we can find nice things to eat and drink and good place to sleep. It is as good a plan as any.
And I will say safety in numbers. Did you happen to see anything besides this big bloody thing?
No. I landed in the tree after the he makes a hand gesture and it's like the and I just decided to just kind of hang out for a while and see what was up and play some tunes. And then you fell into my lap, so it worked out.
Brando nods and is like, let's start heading to Fairbrook. But we must be on our guard. I was found out by a series of rats that are scouts for whatever is tracking us. So if
She
you hear anything like that, I can try to take him out from a distance.
She's like, certainly. We can both fill in gaps in our respective skill sets, yes?
Yes, it sounds like we will be a well-balanced team.
Yes. We can stay vigilant, no matter any surprises come in our path. And she draws her rapier because she hears something in the bush.
Brando also readies
Yeah.
his gun.
And you guys just stand there for a second, waiting for something to happen. And after a moment, you hear a voice from the bushes. 1 second, gotta find things. Here we go. You hear a voice from the bush go, excuse me.
Yes.
I'm not like armed or anything. Can we talk?
I mean, you're talking to us, so that gives you many points in the
That's
positive.
okay. I'm gonna come out. Please don't
Please
shoot
come
me with
out.
whatever that is.
I will not fire unless you pose a threat to us.
Stepping out from the bushes is a short goblin woman, and she's holding up both hands very cautiously, and she's like,
Um,
hi. So, I gather I saw you guys kill the thing, and that was cool. And then I heard you guys talking, and like how you guys were also like, you were somewhere else a minute ago, and now you're here, and and I was also somewhere else, and now I'm here, and like I kind of don't know what to do here. Would it be cool if I travel with you guys? Would that be okay?
Brando nods. You are talking to us. You wish us no harm, as far as I know. And you are being polite to us. So, yes, you may travel with us.
And Huelga sheathes her rapier and says, "Clearly, you are a person in need, and Huelga and Brando here are here to aid. That
Are
means
you
yes, you may
injured at
travel
all?
with us."
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Are you injured at all?
No, I've just been hiding in this bush.
All right. Brando scratches his head. We should compare notes on what went on here.
Mhm.
But let's start traveling.
All right.
And keep your eyes peeled.
And you guys start walking in the direction of the mountain.
Also, does she have a ghost cat?
Yeah, you probably don't see the ghost cat right away. We can get into that
Okay.
later. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up this chapter.
Yeah, otherwise, like Brando. I forgot to use the sending stone. Oh well.
It's fine. We don't have to do that right now. My question is, hey, does everybody in the chat want to get back in here? We can or cannot have a talk about this. It is. Let me see. It's 8:30 right now, which is not too late for me. If Matt's still around, we could I could do a little thing with him.
I think he's the one person still in the other
There's
chat.
one person down
Well,
here.
I think he's in transit right precisely this second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because wasn't it 8:30? It was like, I get off work. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
8:33. That motherfucker's out the door.
Well, I think he said 30 minutes from when from when he said it would have been.
Oh, about 30 minutes left, and that was 2 hours ago. Okay,
Yeah,
so, well,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know where Matt is then.
You could,
That's fine. We could
Oh,
wait.
okay. There we go.
Hello.
He just moved. Matthew, are you present? You're muted.
he's still muted.
10,000 years.
Wait.
Waiting for it. Let you know when we can hear you.
Waiting for it.
Also, Chris, even though this is the apocalypse, I love that frog.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Huelga, yeah.
She's awesome.
New favorite
Oh,
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So, real quick about that. Because the voice of Huelga is so close to Abierto,
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's
also
like you made some of
Okay.
us in the other chat just scream reflexively.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it in the chat. People were like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Could you guys hear the guitar
I
strumming?
heard
Because
the
I could.
guitar.
You
Okay.
did okay.
Guitar
Alright.
was
I wasn't
great.
sure.
Yeah. We did get some guitar. I think you were correct in that it didn't go through the first time, but it was like the second one after that it was like it worked.
Okay.
Also,
Matthew,
welcome,
Matthew, hello.
Matt.
And yes,
Yes.
hi Matt.
I enjoyed
Yep.
it.
Matt, you wanna play a little bit of D&D, just a little bit,
I mean, I could play
and then we can call it a night.
You know what I mean?
You guys don't have to go.
Uh,
This shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
It's only
Alright.
8:30.
And then we can have a cooldown after that. Yeah.
I am going to voice my schedule bit here in that Kelly should be home within the next hour because she's working late.
Mhm.
Which means that I will not necessarily be unavailable, but I will have to be making an exit sooner rather than later at
That's
that
fine.
time.
That's fine. I just got a little thing I'm gonna do, and then we can call it a night.
Oh yeah.
All
We're
right.
into that.
All right,
Yeah.
Matt. Let's do some shit. So,
Are the rest of us staying here?
yeah, you guys can hang around.
It
This
sounds like
this
it-
shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
And then when I'm done, we can have the cooldown
Oh,
off stream.
but Anne needs to go?
No?
Nobody needs to go.
Like, we haven't done Cyrus yet?
I would say I could also dop in if we're winning it. Either way.
I'm not gonna
What
make you
else?
do
I
it
can wait till
tonight,
next
Ann,
time.
because you didn't want to do stuff tonight, so I'm not gonna make
No,
you.
I'm good. Either way.
Yeah, now that we're all here at the table,
I don't
it's
know
fine.
what that sound meant. Like you made a sound. You made a sound, and I don't know what it means.
You know.
I'm
What do you mean
honestly
you don't know
more
what that
worried
means?
about- I'm more curious about what's going on with Wild because he's,
Yeah.
as far as we know, in danger.
Well, here's the
But
thing.
I'm also okay with playing if you got something for me.
Here's the
It's
thing.
true.
If I mean, I could do your thing, Ann, but if we do that, like I want to get everybody's thing out of the way before we get to sending stones, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And if I do your thing, Taylor's gonna have to duck out before we get there. So
That's
so
fair.
we don't gain anything by doing your
No,
scenario.
it's all good. I can wait. I'm
But,
enjoying this.
But just something to whet the appetite before next
Yeah.
session.
Yeah,
All right.
it's not even like a super hard line. I have to leave thing. It just I promised the girl food.
It's
Like,
fine.
That's
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. We don't
No,
have to belabor the point. There will be more sessions in the future.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. All right, Wild. Here we go.
You got a boss.
Wild. With a flash, your three friends are not there anymore.
Mm.
Your outstretched hands are empty. But the cold wind persists, blowing against your face. It's like you're in a blizzard. There's snow billowing past you at blinding speed. Visibility is really low. But after a moment, something does approach you through the fog, moving with staggering speed. A massive wall of jagged rock. You have just enough brain cells at the last moment to realize that what you are experiencing is not blizzarding cold winds, it is gravity. Traditionally, physics is your ally on the battlefield, but it can also be one hell of an opponent.
Should I rage?
Hang on.
Okay.
Not yet.
It's like mid-fall.
You're gonna take 62 bludgeoning damage before anything happens.
Right on.
I would also just really like to point out, like, the way you phrase that question, Matt. Like that's like just the most existential thing.
Can I rage?
I would like to rage.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know, can you?
should I rage? It's like,
All right.
wow, Wild. What, like, when did you get like morality? That like what?
All right. Wild, your body bashes against the icy slope of the mountain. Your body suddenly feeling less responsive. It's the telltale sign that you have sustained some not insignificant structural damage. You ricochet off the stone and are sent rolling down an icy slope, and I need you to make a dex save with disadvantage. The DC is 20. But You could forego the disadvantage by
Oh.
anchoring yourself on the rock. Okay, I guess we're going for it. 11?
11.
All right. The DC was 20. You do everything in your power to slow your descent, but the ice under your claws pays you no heed. You feel the lack of solid ground again as your ascent flying further down the mountain. And now that you have a moment to take in your situation, what is going through Wild's head besides frigid winds?
Ow. 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 I hope my friends are okay. Ow. Ow. They probably couldn't. Ow. Take out this.
You take another
Uh,
62 bludgeoning damage. As you see shards of metal fly through the air, clattering into the snow around you.
Oh,
For the
that's
time
bad.
being, you have the prone condition until you can get some serious repairs. And you watch as the silk blood helmet just boonk right on the ground next to your head.
Okay. Can I make a perception check?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Uh, this blizzard is going to be so crazy. I just want to see if there's any. Wild's just looking for literally anything in this blizzard.
Mm-hmm. All right.
17.
17. You see ice and snow and rock and occasional wildlife.
Ice and snow and rock. Okay. And then Wild just kind of spreads his arms out and just kind of clenches into the snow.
Mm-hmm.
And for the next 10 minutes, I'd like to get ready to cast Commune with Nature as
Mm-hmm.
he just kind of meditates
All right.
in the
Yeah.
snow.
You take a moment to just be like, all right, me and pile of scrap.
Where are we?
You
What is
instantly
around us?
gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects. What are your questions?
Are there any buildings?
Let me see. What's our distance? 3 miles?
3 miles, unless I'm in a cave or other natural underground setting.
I'm making a luck roll. Okay. Yes, there is structures,
Great.
and you would know,
Okay,
and
and
you
then-
would also know the direction.
Okay. And I just go, is there any big places of water? And then the last, are there any prevalent peoples around?
Define prevalent.
Oh gosh, that's a good prevalent plants, mineral. Oh, you know what? You know what? No, can I instead? Can I just look for powerful fiends?
Powerful fiends.
We've been fucking with devils.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, maybe one is coming out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
All right, that's fine. I flip myself over.
Mm-hmm. There's an awful clattering.
I think this is the first time I look down at my legs.
Yeah,
And then
you're in a bad way. Like one leg is, maybe still hanging on, but not like connected to anything meaningful anymore. The other one is like missing from the knee down. Similar story, like one of your hands is missing, like it just ends at the wrist.
oh man, I look up the mountain. Do I see anything shiny?
I mean, most of your parts have landed around you.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
It would probably
Put
take
my
you
other hand in my backpack.
it would take you a long time to like gather all of it, but
Oh,
You could collect most of it. I think most of the stuff that you in like
I'll
in
leave
like
it.
10 minutes you could salvage mo I don't want to say most, but a good portion of lost
As long
materials.
I don't need a forearm or a shin. I just want a foot and a hand.
Okay. uh let's make it a luck roll.
I'll find the
I'll
connector
say
eventually.
I'll say if you get above 5, you can have one of those. If you get above 15, you can have both. All
Oh,
right.
I got one. All right, I would like a foot.
Let me see. We'll go odds foot, even hands.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's even. You find a hand.
Ah, I can't put you on my feet. All right, I'm gonna put it in there. Put it in the bag, and then I just start crawling towards the building.
Yeah. All right. You are going to be crawling. And I think that's going to wrap up Wild's chapter for the time being.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
I would say if you need somebody to talk to, there's the bracers. Okay, never mind.
You didn't hear Brando say that.
Well, I mean, I feel like the bracers would automatically talk as they have done so
Hey,
before.
you let me take care of the NPCs.
Okay.
All right. Everybody say goodnight to Twitch.
Good night,
Good night.
Twitch.
Wait,